r/ask Reddit by Redmond Dts. What's the best insult you've ever heard? May you have a day as pleasant as you are. Great to use on customers because they can't complain this was an insult without admitting they were effing rude. I know a mind reader who would charge you half price. For a critic. You have me at a disadvantage. You seem to know a lot about me, and I don't give a F about you. Sounds like Jimmy Carr. He has a face like a stuntman's knee. Face like a dropped pie. Face like a bag of spanners. Face like a slapped ass. Maybe you Aussies and Kiwis remember this, but a while ago the New Zealand Prime Minister Robert Muldoon was asked about immigration from New Zealand to Australia. He responded that he was fine with it because it was raising the average IQ of both countries. Had one Yemeni describe a colleague in broken English. He's a waste of skin. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Maybe not the best, but it's a really good one. For some people, no explanation is necessary. For others, no explanation is possible. A few of my favorites. You've only got 2 brain cells and they are both fighting for 3rd place. You're not the dumbest person in the world, but you'd better hope they don't die. Sharp as a marble, that one. I would call you a tool, but that implies that you're useful for something. I don't know if they came up with it, but I believe Animaniacs had. The closest you'll have to a brainstorm is a slight drizzle. Which I still think is quite good. Yakko is the king of roasting. Do you know who I am? Why, did you forget? You're so stupid that it may actually be illegal to screw you. Recently heard this one and it was clever to me. I've been called worse by better. A colleague of mine was told the following by a waitress when he had tried to hit on her. You have more dong in your personality than you do in your pants. That can't be categorized as an insult. That's straight up murder. Overheard a conversation at a bar once. Super hot but high maintenance looking girl. Dude tries to hit on her. She says some mean girl stuff and he looks at her and says, maybe if you ate some of that makeup you'd be pretty on the inside too. I lost my ever loving marbles. I'm jealous of the people that have never met you. My 3 favorites are. You're a real conversation starter. Just not when you're around. I can't believe out of 100 million sperm, you're the one who won. I bet your parents change the subject when people ask about you. A neighbor was being accused by a woman of being his lover, all of this in front of his wife. He did the worst thing he could in his defense. Insult the woman. He said, I wouldn't screw you. Not even with a borrowed dong. That was both hilarious and insulting and kinda made everyone's eyes on him. The wife threw him out anyways since seemed to be evidence in his phone. All of this in the hallway of the apartment building. You're about as bright as a black hole and at least twice as dense. Had an alcoholic kitchen worker at my first job that I swear to God could have been a roast writer. I caught him looking at a female employee's ass once for like 5 straight minutes. I was like, Thurman, you okay? He said, man, boss, it's a shame she has such bad acne. Love that ass, but it looks like her face caught fire and someone tried to put it out with a fork. Alcoholic kitchen worker is redundant. You could have just said kitchen worker. Winston Churchill was drunk on a bus. Lady. Sir, you are drunk. Churchill. And you madam are ugly, but in the morning I shall be sober. I heard he was at a dinner party. She responded with, if you were my husband I would poison your drink. If you were my wife I would drink it. Was his response to that. I'd call you a C, but you have neither the warmth nor depth. Person A, singing. Person B, who sings that song? James Brown. Let's keep it that way, shall we? The one that gets me. I'd rather guide my father into my mother than ever be associated with you. Everyone who's ever loved you was wrong. You probably get your insults from Ask Reddit. Never thought I'd upvote somebody insulting me. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Kitos.